It's time for networking. Alright, so now I'm going to pick on Chrome a little bit. So basically what I'm going to do is make a signature to match on values within the SSL client hello coming from Chrome. And it's going to be unique from Chrome. So you can do this with different browsers. IE and Edge have the same signature. They look the same. But iPhones have a unique signature. I'm not really sure about Android phones. I'd have to test that out. But anyway, so this is a way for you to tell some information about the source, right? So the whole point with SSL, you generally know where it's going, either based on SNI information or the return certificate from the server, but you don't know where it's coming from, right? But you can tell with certainty that it's coming from Chrome for sure. So I'm going to show you that. So first thing I'm going to do, as a general habit, I'm going to go ahead and delete my SSL keys text file. Even though I want to look at SSL information, TLS information, I don't want to look at decrypted information. So anyway, so I'm going to open up Wireshark, and I'm going to put in a filter to match on the client hello. So it's TLS handshake type equals 1. So I'll go ahead and apply that, and I will start a capture on my Ethernet interface. It comes up. Nothing yet. Good to go. So I'm going to go into Chrome, and I'm going to browse to Amazon.com. All right. I'm going to double check my certificate, make sure I'm not decrypting. Everything looks good. Cool. I'm going to close that out. Come back to Wireshark, stop the capture. And you can see I got a lot of information here. So there were a lot of calls out, different SSL tunnels being called out, right? And so 172.217, that's Google stuff. So anyway, I can drill into this and find out exactly what is here. I could put a filter in and match on the server, but I think it's more interesting to kind of walk through these and see them. So get down to server name indication. So there's update Google APIs, right? I'm going to go down. There's an Amazon there. That's interesting. It's a different one. All right. Let's see what else we got there. Oh, there's another one. Based on the signature that I'm going to make now, that would not match on that specific SNI information. But anyway, you'll still get a good understanding of how it functions. So we'll get back up here. So I got AAN Amazon.com, right? So basically I'm going to include in my signature to match on Amazon.com, right, for server name indication. So when you look at Chrome, with the different headers that are included, if you drill into cipher suites, you'll see the initial cipher suite. It's always the initial offered cipher suite or requested cipher suite is called Grease, and that stands for Generate Random Extensions and Sustain Extensibility. So basically what's happening is Google has built into the Chrome browser to test web servers to see if they throw random data at it, if it will maintain the connection and not throw an error. And so they put this extension header in different places throughout the flow. There's another point where they put it in, and it's pretty cool. So it actually started out as 7A up here. That's in hex. Down here it's 7A. I'm gonna go down further. I'm looking for it. I don't want to miss it. There's another one. So that actually came up as 2A. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right, so it's varying this, but I will tell you that in all the traffic that I've captured for Chrome, it's always this form or this syntax. So it's 0 through F A, 0 through F A, right? And so we can make a signature and use OR conditions within the signature to match on the various possibilities, and in total there would be 16 possibilities. All right. So we'll go back up to our cipher suites, and we will start building our signature. I'm going to build it using Notepad because it's just easier to do that and then copy and paste it in. So the structure for this, it's going to be basically, because of the length and the max character length that you can have in a string is 127 characters, I'm going to break it in half and or those two halves together. Right. So for the whole or string, the entire thing needs to be in parentheses, and then you need individual parentheses to group the hex characters in the individual or conditions within. All right. And then you also need to identify that it's hex. So you need a \x and a \x to open it and close it as hex. Basically, it's a delimiter. It says start hex, and then it does it again. It says end hex, and that's it. And you close that out, and you put a bar or a pipe or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it over here. I'm going to take this piece, copy that, and it's going to Control V it out 6 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that gives me 8 possibilities there. I'm going to close that out. Then I'm going to add on the actual 7 bytes of continuous data that I need to have an accurate match within the signature. So I'm going to follow up with these remaining cipher suites down here. So 1301, 1302, 1303, and C0. So 1301, 1302, 1303, and C0. Now I'm going to close that out, and that will be the first string that I import into the application signature. So I'm going to copy, actually let me copy all of this and put it on another line here. All right, perfect. Now I need to go through and build out this grease extension in all possibilities. So 0A, 0A, 1A, 1A. You can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then I'm going to go down here and continue on. Okay, so these are going to be added in ORed with one another. And then I'm going to follow it up with the SNI information, and I will go ahead and do the typical www, cancel out the dot, 0 or 1 times, Amazon, cancel out the dot, com. All right, let's go ahead and build this and see what happens. So just double check, make sure everything looks good. There's a lot of stuff to put in there. You want to make sure you don't mess it up because it's a lengthy process coming back and forth. All right, so I will go in here, start a new signature. I'm going to call it Chrome SSL Amazon. All right, and category doesn't matter. I'm just going to do my general internet utility browser based. Good to go. No other matching or characterization data associated with this. So I'm going to go to port, match on protocol 6, TCP. If it comes up, TCP / port 443. So that's good to go. No scanning because it's SSL anyway. All right, and then here I'm going to put my signature together. So I'm going to call this just Chrome stuff. Actually, Chrome Amazon stuff. It doesn't matter. All right. And I will stay with transaction or session. Actually, I want to do session, so I'm going to go session. And let's see. Start with SSL, client hello. And then I'm going to start grabbing my pieces of signature and putting them in. Copy, paste, good to go. And I'm going to OR that condition under and condition 1. SSL. Come on, my firewall's not being very happy right now. He's like, what are you doing to me? All right, client hello. Go ahead and grab the second piece of this. Good there. Say OK. You can see these have been ORed with each other, right? Now I'm going to do an AND condition for the last piece. Still under SSL client hello. And then that's going to be my Amazon.com with www or without. All right. Okay, close it out. Everything's good to go. It comes back. All right, I'm going to commit this, and I will be right back. Okay, so the commit is done. I'm going to go to monitor. I'm going to stick with URL filtering. I want to stay in this area. And I'm going to put in a filter to app equal Chrome SSL Amazon and get that started. And we shouldn't have anything at this point coming through that is categorized as that. Actually, where are my apps? I don't like the way I have this laid out. Let me drag it over. So look forward, application, there we go. It's a great feature that you can just drag a field over that you want to look at. So anyway, I'll take it over further. I think that should do it for me. Awesome. All right, and I'm going to set this up for a 10-second refresh. And now I'm going to browse to Amazon.com. So, bring that up. Everything looks good. Close it out. And we wait. And there it is. So we got Chrome, SSL, Amazon. So we can look at the URLs that actually got picked up in this. And this is really interesting. Let me turn off the refresh. All right, thank you very much. Cool. So I put the www in there. So we did have an instance of that. But then I took it out, right? Well, it was either 0 or 1 times. And you can see we picked up on a lot of different stuff based on the match, right? And even in this case, there isn't even what you would call, I guess, a token separator. So no dot, right? Here, it's a dash, so it's part of this entire domain match, right? But it still matched on it. And so with that field, the SNI field, and the client hello, I suppose since I use the context SSL request client hello, it's just going to pick up on any instance of Amazon.com, which is what it did here, right? And then it also matched on the grease extension, the remaining ciphers, and told me, you know, basically it's telling me, yes, this is coming from Chrome. All right, so if I do that, let's just say I'm going to change this. I'm going to put URL contains Amazon.com, right? I'm going to filter on that. It's going to bring up everything, all right? So I'm going to, from my Edge browser, I'm going to go to Amazon.com. All right, everything's opened up, looks good. Going to close it. Come back here, do a refresh, and come up. As soon as it finally comes through, and there it is. So we got SSL, right? And we look at this like straight up www.amazon.com, right? But then I go to Chrome, and I go there, and I close it out. We do a refresh. And we're back to Chrome, SSL, Amazon. So that is a way that you could pick out information in an SSL client hello and identify the source browser. Pretty interesting. And also gives you some pretty good insight into using hex in these signatures and using regex combinations as well, and the way that you can OR within a string and then OR outside of the string and things together. I mean, you can get pretty complex with these. So we will move on to more things in the coming videos. Please stay tuned and thank you for watching.